Hello, students. Now we are going to discuss about the professional competencies and aspects of professional competencies in a teacher. Now, professional competencies, as this term is made up of two words, professional and competency. Professional means anything which is related to a particular profession, and it includes the characteristics of that profession. And competency means a quality or state of being competent, and this quality includes the knowledge aspect, the skill area, and the attitude of that individual for doing a particular profession. Now, professional competency in a teacher simply means that how an individual or a teacher uses his or her knowledge and having the particular skill of teaching, and what are the attitudes he or she is having for teaching profession. So professional competencies of a teacher simply means that use of knowledge, a teacher, how a teacher uses his or her knowledge for discharging his or her duties, and what are the skills available to the teacher for discharging the duties of teaching, instructional transaction, and how what type of attitude the individual is having. So professional and competency, this term is a compound term, professional competencies. Now professional competency comprise of various aspects. When we talk of aspect simply means how anything is looking, what is the phase, what are the main components, what is the actually what is if we're talking about professional competency, it is a mixture of something. And what are the main aspects, main components of professional competency in teaching profession? When we look in the teaching profession, there are various aspects that relate to an individuals to become and that relate to an individual to become a proficient and efficient teacher. Now what are those qualities that a teacher need to possess? First thing, he or she should have good knowledge about the content. Subject expertise should be there in teacher, and this is very very important. Deep understanding of the subject, deep knowledge about the subject, what are the books available, what are the e-contents available online, these things should be known by the teacher. And what are the cutting edge technologies available in a particular field. Now second thing which is very important, as we know that teaching profession is largely dependent on the communication skill of the teacher, so a teacher must possess good communication skill. This is also very very important. Now when we are talking about communication skill, it doesn't mean that having good spoken ability or having fluency in a particular language is sufficient. Having a good fluency is important, but apart from that, if a teacher is communicating to the parents, to the students, the teacher should be empathetic, sympathetic, have friendly relationship with them, and should not engage in harsh type of verbal exchanges. And when speaking to a student or parents or colleagues, there should be some some sort of respect and honor from both the sides. If you will give respect to someone, then only you will earn respect. So this is how a teacher should handle the situation very carefully. Now the third aspect which is very important is pedagogical competence. But pedagogical competence simply means that it is art and science of teaching, how an individual is teaching. So in this pedagogical competency, various things come. Say for example, the teacher should have understanding about the theories, learning theories, which are there in the psychology, and how those theories will be applied in the field of education. Then a teacher must keep it in mind that all the children are different in their way of learning, in the pace of development, and in their interest, in their attitudes, in their abilities. So this individual difference should also be taken into consideration. The third very important aspect is there are various maxims of teaching through which teaching takes place. Say for example, learning from whole to part to whole, from easy to complex, complex to easy, divergent learning, and now so these are various things which are there. So a teacher should be efficient how to utilize these methods of teaching, and this is actually called as pedagogical competency. This is very very important in uh, instructional transaction during the classroom interaction, and how a teacher is engaging every student and making them participate in the classroom discussion. And if there is a classroom discussion, he or she should allow all the students a fair chance. If there is any conflict, he or she should be able to resolve that conflict in a very amicable manner. So these competencies are very very important. Not digital competency, or keeping oneself updated with the new tools available. What are the e-contents, it is also very important. What are the new methods of assessment and evaluation? And see, for a teacher it is very very necessary to understand that we are evaluating and assessing students not for grading only. We are assessing and evaluating students for uh, guiding them. So guidance should be the priority for assessment and evaluation of students. Classroom management competency is again very important, which is needed by the teachers. How they are managing their class, they should be a good planner, organizer, and executor of any plan. And then the interpersonal and social relationships also matter a lot. Talking to the colleagues, talking to the seniors, talking to the juniors, talking to the students, how to interact with the parents, how to interact with the community members. This is this is very important for a teacher. So a teacher need to learn these skills and etiquettes over the period of time. And for understanding whatever is new, for making oneself more competent, a teacher needs to undergo various courses, can learn by himself or herself also. So this competency is something which needs to be polished again and again. And with the passage of time, when a teacher gains experience, he or she should develop leadership quality. Then only a novice teacher can become the principal or the head or some other senior member of the educational system, in which he or she can discharge administrative duties apart from teaching. So these are the aspects of professional competencies in a teacher, and every teacher at all levels need to develop these competencies. Thank you all for watching.